Nova Corps is always happy to help a noble cause, even if we are stretched a little thin right now. Providing the refreshments for Quill's soiree was the least Xandar could do, after everything the Guardians of the Galaxy have done for us in our recent troubles with Kang. Although I didn't expect the responsibility to fall directly on my shoulders when we agreed to provide them. As you can imagine, the Nova Corps have a lot of fires to put out right now, both figurative and non-figurative.
Come back anytime for
and
a
as
new
much as I would
Hexagon
like to help
challenge.
out in the party planning process, I do still have at least a chunk of an empire to run. Now, could you lend your time to the cause? Wonderful. Remember, Quill is a Terran, so you might want to try and find some of that junk food young people seem to be so fond of.
You. I have need of your services.
Excuse me, do you have a moment?
I'll show them! I'll show them all!
How long? Everything I need in this town is either destroyed or just straight up doesn't exist anymore. Thanks a lot.
Has, anyone seen the Queen lately?
This is quite the conundrum.
Chronopolis is full of food, but not all of it could be. Well, I can't imagine they'll be running out of food at this rate. Now, where did my assistant put that invitation? Did I even get an invitation? Maybe it's time I start opening up those messages I keep receiving. They can't all be spam. On behalf of the Nova Corps, we'd like to express our profound gratitude for your help in these catering matters. I shall see you at the event. Possibly.
I feel like I'm just walking in circles. I should make a note of my path in future. Maybe I should make a note about that. Wait.
Gwenpool's disembodied voice here! Your heroic deeds have unlocked one of my incredible Gwenpool missions! Go find it!
I'll show them! You look like someone who can tell a stupid name from a really awesome, terrifying one. So tell me honestly, Taserface is a really awesome, terrifying name, right? Right? And your silence says it all. It's always the silence, or the laughing, never the screams, or the say what? That's such a cool and intimidating name that I was promised. So that settles it. You need to help me find out what these people think a scary name sounds like. You're gonna canvass this place until I have a name that strikes fear into the hearts of all men, women, and or other. This is totally gonna work, or my name isn't TBD.
Did you ever find out what all that commotion was over in Xandar? Sounded pretty wild.
The barriers surrounding Kang's citadel appears to
Fake news reports are being spread saying people don't like being part of
Shame about the museum shutting down. But after that business with those spike monsters getting in, I guess they didn't really have much of a choice.
Sorry to bother you, but yep, you guessed it. Some crime near you needs fighting.
Did you hear? There was some kind of incident over in Sakar, in the museum, I think. Don't know what happened, but whatever it was, everyone's now way too scared to go near the place.
Where in tarnation they go?
So then he says nobody talks to Taserface that way, and oh boy, you should have seen us crying. I was crying laughing. So good. So good. We did have to skedaddle pretty quick after that, though.
To write a national anthem.
Can't believe I missed the lady giving out free Hexagon Blitz t-shirts.
All right, get out there and see what these losers think is. So what did you find out? Spill it. Guess there could be something to that. Think you might have something there. So, the spike monster outbreak over in Sakar gave everyone the heebie-jeebies, eh? Good! Yeah, that settles it. From now on, my name will be Spike Face! That's good! And spikes are doubly cool, because not only is it the name of a monster, it's also spiky, which makes it even more dangerous. As thanks for your small part in this, you can call on me for a favor whenever you need it. But, you may have to direct your requests to Taserface, just until all the paperwork goes through.
Oh, sorry. That didn't sound dignified. I'd say Xandar's actually looking pretty...
Excuse me, do you have a moment? It's admirable how many people are adapting to a new way of life in this world, but I can also sense others who are scared or uncertain of the future. As an empath, I can use my powers to influence the emotions of others. I want to use that power to make these troubled people feel happy, even if only for a little while, to help them through this difficult time. I just need a little help finding them first, which is where I was hoping you would come in. Oh, thank you. I can sense a few people in this area affected by extreme negative emotion. Let's start looking for them. I just need to get close enough to touch them for a moment.
Oh man. I wish I was at home instead of this crazy place.
Excuse me, this will only take a moment.
Huh? Hey, what are you... Oh, hey, I suddenly feel really peaceful. And was the view always this good? I could stay out here all day.
I can't believe what happened to Clive and Cyril. And is she a villain? Is he a villain? Is that rock a villain? I can't trust anyone. Everyone's a suspect.
Here, let me help you.
Don't hurt me! Oh, I don't know what you just did, but I feel amazing. I guess the odd crazy person doesn't mean there aren't still good people like you around. I should probably go and apologize to Frank for screaming faker at him earlier. Maybe later.
The bad guys sure are keeping us busy. Can you take care of the incident near you?
Belong.
Excuse me, can I just... I think you have something on you.
What? Where? I don't see anything. Huh. You know, I've just realized that this place has a coffee shop almost identical to my old one. I can just belong there until this whole thing blows over. And maybe this place won't have an annoying laptop lady in there all the time. We get it. You're a writer or something.
Oh, the city is so ugly. All those horrible flashing lights through my window. I miss my old view of the mountains. But what if we never go home? I might never see it again.
I'm sorry. Could I bother you for a moment?
What is it? Huh? You know, maybe ugly was a bit harsh on this view. It's definitely different, but I could get used to it. And no one can take away my memories of the old view. I should definitely start sleeping in another room, though. Those lights might be not ugly, but they are not helpful when you're trying to get to sleep.
I'm no longer sensing any of the negative emotions I was before. We did it! The effect of my power may only be temporary, but the new thoughts often lead to longer-lasting realizations, resulting in a general overall happiness. Sorry, I must sound like an advert for herbal remedies. At least, that's what Star-Lord normally tells me. Anyway, thank you for your help. If there's anything I can do to return the favor, don't hesitate to ask.
Yay! Oh, sorry. That didn't sound dignified. I meant, yay!
With great determination.
Take down...
I bet the kids would love making these. And I've heard...
Kang surveillance drones operate in this area. Ensure all citizens are living up to the expectations of our glorious leader, Kang.
I'd say Xandar's...
Do something about those awful Kang announcements. Listening to the guy who destroyed our home prattle on all day is not my idea of fun.
Citizens are warned not to approach the Kang surveillance drone.
Buy cake. Must remember to buy cake.
Citizens citizens are reminded that every waking moment of their lives is being recorded for quality and training purposes. Kang spies with his digital eyes, beginning with Z. It's Chronopolis.
Hey! Oh, sorry.
You. I have need of your services. As leader of the Sovereign, I took umbrage to being subjugated under Kang's rule and launched an attack against his forces. But we were no match for him, and each of our remote-controlled drones was shot down. What irks me most about this is that some of the drones are damaged but still online, meaning anyone who happens upon them could steal Sovereign technology. I need you to find and destroy them, so this does not happen. A wise decision. While the drones are no longer emitting a tracking signal, we are still receiving the visual feed from each. Use this to pinpoint their locations.
Tampering with a Kang surveillance.
You've completed your task. Allow me to thank you properly. It seems congratulations are in order. With our technology no longer littering the streets of Chronopolis, the Sovereign can regroup and plan our next assault on Kang. What? You didn't think we'd allow this to stand, did you? Kang must pay for this insult. But I see that you already work towards stopping him. In return for your assistance, I will aid your cause in whatever way I can.
Yay! Oh, sorry. That didn't sound dignified. I meant, yay!
most valuable item.